Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we spill tea left, right, and everywhere in between. Today's video is a mini tea of everything that's been happening on the internet in the last few days. We're going to be talking about Tana Mongeau's new show on Spotify Live, Gabbie Hanna's inspirational content, James Charles roasted for going to Coachella, Trisha Paytas getting called out for making OnlyFans content while pregnant, and more. But before we get into all of the tea, let me plug the Hot Tea Twitter account. Also, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down anything you want in the comments down below. Alright, let's get into the tea. So our first cup of hot tea for today is about Miss Tana Mongeau's new show. It was announced earlier this week. It will be available on Spotify's new app, Spotify Live, and it will be a weekly thing. Tana will be one of the few creators of this new series Spotify is making, alongside Alex Cooper from the Call Her Daddy podcast. Spotify Live tweeted, "New shows, bigger guests, more surprises. Join Alexandra Cooper, Tana Mongeau, and aka Demix live on Spotify this month." I'm gonna get absolutely cancelled for not knowing that person. I'm so sorry. The show is called Tana's Toxic Tips, and it's about her giving toxic relationship advice, sharing stories, discussing hot topics, etc. Not gonna lie, the title of the show sounds about right. If you ever need some questionable help, Tana could definitely do the job. It's every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Tana posted this on her Instagram story, asking for advice, saying, "My show Tana's Toxic Tips is live on Spotify tonight at 9. Ask me advice, please, and tune in." Alex Cooper explained what the lives will be and the features that make this different from a regular podcast. The goal is for it to be more interactive towards fans and include them in a way to the show. Check this clip out.
Basically, I'm going to be live. You guys literally just go onto the Spotify app tonight and you'll see Alex Cooper is live. If you guys want to be able to, there's a feature where you can be messaging me while I'm live, and then also there's basically a feature where I can press on your name and you can speak to me and ask your question live. You guys just have to download the Spotify Live app to be able to engage with me. If you just want to listen, you just listen on Spotify, but I obviously would love if you message me. So I will post the link to the Spotify Live app. It's free and you can use your same Spotify login.
Basically, from what I've gathered, Spotify is branching out and trying to make a more interactive experience for fans, and they're using popular influencers and podcast hosts to promote this new app. And if you are a big fan, you get to interact more with your favorite content creators. You can send them messages or even ask questions on live air. In comparison to Instagram or TikTok lives, this seems to be a little bit better, and no, I'm not sponsored to say that. Tana tweeted, "I'm so excited about the Spotify Live show. It was so fun today. I can't wait to keep doing them." The first episode is already out and it features Tana's ex, Chris Miles. What could be more toxic than inviting your ex to talk about relationships? Anyway, it's not really confirmed if this is going to be a long-term show for Tana. It seems that it's going to be going only for a month, so 4 episodes. But given her track record, I doubt that this new show will be a big commitment for her. She already has a podcast, and if you remember, she used to have a show on MTV called Tana Turns 21. It's interesting to see that she is getting new opportunities to be in different shows and productions. After all, we know how messy Tana is, so good for her. Next, we gotta talk about Gabbie Hanna and her motivational new content on TikTok. I know, the Gabbie Hanna tea is cold, and we talked about her somewhat worrying TikToks a few episodes ago, but she's received quite a lot of backlash on these inspirational TikToks. Let's take a look, shall we?
Advice is about to change your life! I have the ick. This tip is not just for overcoming depression. This is gonna get you excited to wake up every day. It's 10:30, I just got up. You gotta get a hobby. Better get a hobby! A lot of them. Just one at a time, but in your head, if you have so many hobbies that you're excited about, possibly be sad when I haven't even started my Nancy Drew era yet. How can I be sad when I've never made a rug yet? I haven't started crafting jewelry yet. Sure as fuck I've not tried any water sports, and I sure as fuck never will, but you might want to. You're sitting there depressed. You've never gotten on a jet ski, and you want to?
Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
You got nothing to live for? You've never jumped out of a plane? I'm not gonna do it. You might want to do that though. You're sitting here I don't want to live, and you want to parasail and you've never go parasail! A lifetime left of hobbies. Get you a hobby, you'll never be sad again. Get you a hobby, you'll never be sad again.
This video we've discussed, and if you remember, I told you I found it very cringy, but something that we forgot to mention is that Gabbie got a ton of criticism about it. In this particular video, she was talking about depression and how people should stop wasting their time feeling sad and work on themselves because there is so much more to life. She would say get a hobby and then suggest things like skydiving, water skiing, making rugs. Some people mentioned in the comments that her suggestions are quite expensive for most people. And if you're struggling with depression, you would probably want to focus spending money on therapy, and skydiving probably wouldn't be their top priority. People were calling her privileged, tone deaf, and that picking up a hobby could be helpful, but it won't magically get rid of your depression. In response to these comments, she said that you can find affordable hobbies like buying cheap art supplies. She also said if you want to experience the lifestyle she has, you have to follow your dreams and your passions, and that's how she's managed to make a living off of her hobbies. But unfortunately, that's just not the case for everybody. Not everyone can monetize their hobbies and passions, and not everyone wants that because people tend to dislike them if it becomes their job. Plus, there is a huge element of luck involved in actually being able to even monetize your hobbies. And you can kind of see that the point that Gabbie was trying to make was to motivate and inspire her fans, but the execution of it was just poor. Some people even said that it gives Kim K get off your ass and work attitude. Here are some of the comments and Gabbie's responses. Someone said giving Kim K. Gabbie responds, I got my ass up and worked. Oh my god. Another user said, it's a good sentiment, but there's a disconnect in how you're communicating it. Gabbie says, and people can take the advice or don't. I'm a direct, intense person. I'm not malicious or mean. Some people need tough love, some people don't. I'm tough love. One user commented, the idea of just getting up and doing what you want is kind of ableist, to be honest. Not everyone has the mental or physical ability to, quote, follow their dreams. Gabbie responds, y'all really gotta stop throwing around these phobics and ist words where they don't apply. All it does is limit yourself and others from reaching their full potential. And lastly, one user commented, would love to, quote, get a hobby, but unfortunately I've, quote, got to pay my bills and have to work 16 hours a day. To which Gabbie replies to saying, damn sis, you got time to watch and comment on TikToks, but you can't learn an instrument or how to knit? That's a you choice, my friend. And finally on Gabbie, people are mad at her for writing songs for Britney Spears and Snoop Dogg. She has these little series on TikTok where she shows the process of writing songs for said artists, and it seems like people are not too happy about Gabbie potentially using Britney for clout and attention. As you know, Britney Spears' conservatorship has been a hot topic, especially in the past year, and now that she's free, people are excited to see what she will be doing. So why are people so mad at Gabbie? Well, some find it poor taste to be exploiting Britney when she's so vulnerable right now, and that Gabbie is just using her for her own advantage and not actually caring that much about making music for Britney. Someone tweeted, not Gabbie, pathological liar and perpetual victim blamer Hannah trying to blow up Snoop Dogg and Britney Spears to use her music, do collabs, and is using Britney making new music as divine timing that they should do music together. LMAO, someone come help her. And these are some tweets that it was in response to from Gabbie. I guess you could say Gabbie is doing this as a big fan of these artists, but then again, she's known to be attention seeking, so it depends on how you see it. I don't know, what do you guys think? And moving on, our next topic is James Charles getting roasted for going to Coachella. If you guys remember, back in 2019, right before the first Dramageddon happened, James's outfits at Coachella were enough to spark a conversation. Yeah, fun times. Speaking of the festival, since the last one was in 2019 due to Miss Rona, are you guys excited to see what people were wearing or what's going on? It used to be such a big thing, and now after 2 years of not happening, it's interesting to see if people care as much, or are they just happy that they're able to attend Coachella. Like, for example, like I've seen people literally wearing tanks and jeans like Hailey Baldwin. Also, if you went the first weekend, what was your experience, or you're going next week? Are you excited? Let me know in the comments down below. But back to James. Back in 2019, one of the things that was quite spoken about was the whole trying to manipulate boys and predatory behavior accusations. I'm sure you all remember that and Tati Westbrook's By Sister video and the whole drama out of it. It was a lot, and after almost 3 years, people are still not liking James Charles and any boy drama drama related to him. I have videos on all of that, so make sure to check those out for more details. I've gathered a few roast tweets of people's reactions to James going to the festival, Harry Styles hiding from James Charles at Coachella. I'm a very bitter person, so everyone going to Coachella, I hope you're forced to see James Charles's bare ass before you see Harry. Now, why has James Charles gone dressed as Kale for Coachella? Kale. And Adam McIntyre tweeted, "It's Coachella weekend and I'm terrified at the thought of which body part James Charles is going to force us to see this time." And lastly, let's talk about some more hate Trisha Paytas has received for being a sex worker and posting on OnlyFans while pregnant. Again, this is another topic that we've covered recently, but on a video she posted a few days ago, she was talking about how much people have shamed her and the amount of hate that she's receiving for being on OnlyFans. Also, a bit off topic, but this is yet another video that she's filmed on the day of the gender reveal of her baby. You can kind of tell by the hair and makeup. Why the heck are you making 10,000 videos while you're supposed to be with your family? I guess she's trying to make as much content as possible. But back to the topic, Trisha went on to talk about how OnlyFans has been her biggest income for the past 3 years, that the time in lockdown while she was making the most out of OnlyFans was liberating to her. She's not ashamed of her content. She even said that currently she's not posting any collaborations or solos and just nude photos.
And like, yeah, that content's still available on there, the old content, but the new content is just me nude. And I'm sorry, but like, you can disagree with that person all you want. The nude body is so beautiful. And I guess it's because I'm making money off of it, but like, goddamn right I am. Like, it's my body. There's no way I'm gonna stop it once I have my baby. I mean, I will still post those things because it's my body, my choice. I think it's really beautiful.
But people have issues with the fact that she's doing it while pregnant. This is not the first time someone has been criticized for this. Lena the Plug, another spicy accountant, got a lot of hate when she was pregnant and made content back in 2020. Do you guys remember her collaboration with Trisha? She even got more hate for that due to Trisha's past health issues. Obviously, people can have their opinions and this is a controversial topic, so it's no surprise that Trisha has received such backlash. But in her case, it's much more than the fact that she's pregnant and still doing OnlyFans content. For her, it's that plus being known to exploit any opportunity that she can profit off somehow, plus some very, very weird comments regarding incest and so much more. Here are some of the things that people said in response to Trisha's video. So, parents who have nannies are in the wrong, but doing sex work while pregnant? Yeah, that's fine. Trisha, you live in a different world, chick. This baby's life is an all-new version of The Truman Show. What are the ethics of monetizing the conception, birth, life of a child publicly? This is more than just sex work. It has a long-lasting effect, not just on the child, but the internet world. Pure class talking about on a family channel. The first ever, quote, family channel in the history of YouTube to contain sex work of all things. That's new territory for all of us, but not to Trisha and Moses. I guess install that stripper pole in the baby's room next to their crib then if we're supporting this. I really don't know about this man. I'm just communicating what people are saying. What are your thoughts on all of this? Do you think the criticism Trisha is receiving is valid, or are people too harsh on her? I would love to know your opinions in the comments down below. But that was pretty much it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I post new videos every single day, or at least I've been trying to. And yeah, here is some eye bleach.